Hey Ringside crew, welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. And now here's your host, Joe Panther III.
Hey, hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. Your cameras are not broken. The stash is back, babies. The stash is back. The Panthers rocking the stash. I know you saw me with that. There's some guy in here claiming he was Joe Panther III. He's some weirdo with a beardo, but your stashy's back, you ladies. The stashy's back, trust me. But today, I have a gentleman that is blazing a trail for himself. Let's give it a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to BGT. Welcome to Dudes at Ringside, my dude. Welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm sorry if there might be a little bit of a lag. I'm kind of in a weird area. I just got home, or at least in my car, from Mexico, so there might be a little bit of a lag, but I'm here.
Awesome. But yeah, I hate to do this to you, BGT, but somebody found the link. I don't know. This other person is here. Welcome. I don't know. She said she had to have the link, and I was kind of like, oh god, this is gonna cause so much tension. Crissy, welcome to Dudes at Ringside. Welcome.
Hi, BGT. Hi, best friend.
Hello, Crissy.
What? Why such the long face?
That's because I have a long face. Why is such the short face?
Oh, I don't know. You're looking a little down right now.
Well,
you're not happy to see me?
No, I don't think
No?
anyone's really happy to see you.
Oh, no. I think you have that in reverse. Everyone's happy to see me. I don't know about you.
Joe, why in the world did you decide to bring Crissy Rivas, out of all people, on this live stream?
She sent me a pouty face, and I was just like, she said she'd help me get more names. She's like, I can help you. And I was like, maybe. Remember, I already have a globe behind me. That globe kind of shows I have international clout. And then I have all kind of communities loving me at one time, and it's like, I don't know what to do. And she was like, fine. I'm a sucker. Girl bats her eyes at me and says, please. And I'm like, my wallet is already in my hand, and I'm like, you can help me whatever I need. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you, Joe, for giving me that link. And obviously, I will help you out with those numbers, with those people. Unlike BGT over here.
You were like, but Joe, I like podcasts. And I was like,
I do. I didn't trick you. I do like podcasts. Just, I guess BGT would be the last person I'd want to be on a podcast with.
Well, considering the fact that it was my episode, you decided to hop on here.
I had to take over.
She even hacked my StreamYard. Did you see the poster? She hacked the StreamYard. I'm like,
don't look so sad. Don't look so sad, BGT.
My pic collage. How did you get to the BGT? She even took my pic collage and she added the poster. Like, I gotta change the passwords. Like, they say you gotta change them locks. This is the second time I was hacked. First, Angie, she hacked Dudes at Ringside. I was sitting eating my wings, ready to go, and then I hear my theme song and I have to run to the studio. Angie hacked it. Now BGT, I don't know. These girls, they know how to how to flip and reverse it on me. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that must be a you thing that they can do, because they can't flip and reverse nothing to me. So, not really what I expected, but let's get this podcast over with so I can go on about my day.
Honestly, I wish Taylor Kingsley was here instead of you, but you know what? I guess we're stuck with you right now.
I wish SOS was in here instead of you.
Oh, no, do not even start with them. That's another ball game.
Another episode. We can have all of you just yelling at each other, because that's what this is all about. Promoting and having fun. But first and foremost, BGT, thank you so much for taking this opportunity. And it's so cool to hear that you were just in Mexico. Like, for wrestling, like, what is the wrestling life when in Mexico right now? Is it crazy? Is it hard? Because everything that's going on in the world, like, is it difficult to go over to the border, like, going to do wrestling?
I'm not gonna lie. We got pulled over twice, and they searched our car twice. And did some real deep research on our whole car. So
Well, I
there's
mean,
that.
I'm not surprised that they searched your whole car. You are kind of shady, BGT. Just
Well,
saying.
little
I
do
mean,
you know, Miss Crissy.
considering you made me lose my match with SOS. So,
Well, after they got done searching my car, I got done searching them, and they let me go. Obviously. Um, but the lucha scene in Mexico, there's so many promotions. There's thousands of promotions, and so there's obviously thousands of wrestlers. So to go over or to even have a moment to shine in a lucha ring is not a very easy thing. I don't think Crissy Rivas could never, but someone
oh,
like
you think
me,
I couldn't?
no, I know
Really?
you couldn't because you
Oh,
weren't
oh,
booked.
you know I couldn't.
Yeah, because you
Really?
weren't booked.
Are you? Oh my! Just because I wasn't booked doesn't mean I can't get in there. Okay.
Hmm, okay.
I can
So
outrun you in that ring any day, BGT.
Ooh.
I did amazing, as obviously, and I went up and I was with one of the most Triple A's biggest star, Mamba, and we were just still in the show like always, something Crissy Rivas never has encountered in her life.
No,
And so yeah, she's actually had a couple wins over me in over here in Arizona. So, maybe we could take this to what, Pennsylvania, Joe, and maybe I can get my moment to shine in a different state and show everyone why everyone calls her Pissy Crissy.
oh, don't even start with that nickname, BGT. We're really gonna start with those nicknames right now. Are you serious?
Yeah, you started it first.
That is not even me. That is you. I'm sorry.
You
Oh,
hacked this whole episode.
Yeah, I hacked the episode because they needed someone with spice and flavor, unlike you.
oh boy.
Girl, bye.
Don't,
You know, Spice. You think
don't
you think
girl by me.
oh
Do
what
not girl by me.
Joe, ask the next question because please we can go on forever.
So while you were in Mexico, did you like look at the like how was the cuisine over there in Mexico? Was it like to die for? Like I love Mexican food, so
Oh, the
like
food. Well, I'm Latino myself, so I'm very familiar with the Mexican culture. The food there is amazing. There's a lot of spots. You gotta go, just like it is in Arizona. You gotta find those little those places that look a little like I don't know if I would go there, and you gotta eat at those places. So the food was amazing. I love the birria out there. But just in general, it's just a good vibe, and it's the perfect temperature, so it's not too hot, not too cold. I Mexico's a fun time.
yeah. Like when it comes to like I guess the training aspect of it, like when you're traveling like you do you have to like train differently or do you have to find a certain spot that lets you train before your like show, like the day before or whatever?
Well, Chrissy's been in a couple lucha shows, so I know she knows that when we go into lucha or when we go into American wrestling,
Yeah,
the vibes are kind of different.
different.
She has to feed into her more athleticism in the lucha scene because that's what they expect from her. She
Mhm.
has to be more aggressive, more empowered. Where in lucha for me, that's when I have to go more into my exotical era. I have to get more feminized and just really pull the crowd over with more character than I already do here in the American. So the scene's a lot different. It's a whole mental state. And it's kind of like a switch code, but essentially we both are able to switch those codes, because
Mhm.
she's crazy. So I mean, of course she can switch codes.
Mm.
Don't start with that.
Hmm.
I am not crazy.
Yes.
Do
Mm.
not. If you bring that word up one more time, BGT, we're going to have a serious problem.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All
I
right.
wish
She's not
I'm
crazy.
surprised she's not. I guess if she was traveling with you, she'd be in the trunk. Like she wouldn't be like vying with lighter and like her web herself.
She'd
Oh,
be up here.
oh,
She
oh,
she'd be up
really?
here,
You're putting me on the
rolled
roof of the
up.
car. Oh, excuse me. I do not
Yep.
belong in the trunk or in the roof of the car. Thank you very much.
Where do you belong?
I belong in the driver's seat. You belong on the roof of the car. We're switching
He's
it.
pretty tall. I don't know. He'd be like, gosh darn it, gotta duck. Gosh
All
darn it.
right. I'm all tall. You're gonna put me in your little
Well, I mean,
car.
well, that's what I'm saying. If he's on the roof, he's tall. He can get hit with all the branches and everything that's coming his way,
Oh,
just like he
mm.
deserves.
Why are we hitting branches when we're driving?
Because if we're going through the forest or trees and stuff like that, you're gonna get hit with everything.
Oh, we're wrestling in the forest now. Okay.
Ooh, that's
Joe, have
promoters.
you wrestled in the forest before? Answer this question.
Me, I interviewed a person that came out of the woods when I was on Long Island one time. They just walked
Oh,
out of the woods. Man Bun Jesus literally walked out of the woods to do an interview with me and my former co-host.
oh.
Oh, wow.
We were just like, we didn't know where he was coming from, and he just walked out of a trail. He was like, "Hey guys, it's me, Man Bun Jesus." And we're just like, man, my voice went up 10 octaves, like, "Man Bun Jesus." It's like really was a really interesting interview.
He has to have a very pretty man bun to be called Man Bun.
Oh yeah, it's a big red
Man
bun. He's like a big
Yeah.
redhead guy that's as a hippie. Yep.
I don't know about redheads with man buns. That's kind of I don't know.
It's a
That
Yeah.
kind
choice.
of throws me off.
Yeah. Yeah. So Crissy, while BGT was in Mexico, what have you been doing over here, like on this side?
Oh, well, I mean, I've been hitting the gym, I've been training, I've been, trying to improve as much as I possibly can, and I'm trying to get as many bookings I can. I've been talking to a couple of people, so, some things are in the works.
Awesome.
But, just obviously trying to throw off BGT on his podcast game today as well.
Yeah.
God.
I've been watching you guys with this rivalry. Like, do you think that if there was a belt involved, or like, is there like anywhere like you guys are wrestling that you think maybe that one of you two could possibly win a belt, and then the rivalry could add a gold title in between you both?
Uh,
Well, I don't know. The thing is that even though me and Crissy are having our quarrel right now, we both know that we don't need a title to show how much we can shine. I know that regardless, I can beat her ass without a title.
really,
Um,
you could beat my ass,
but
really.
but
The,
they
honey, you
have.
don't even know.
But I don't know. It'd be fun to kind of have some sort of reward after finally shushing her up. But personally, I don't think we need a title. I just want to have this moment with Crissy, get it over with. I want to leave her in the dust. But of course, like she always does, she finds some way to be involved into my life, involved in my circle. I want to go to
Excuse me,
Mexico.
no, excuse me. I'm the one that brought you together with Taylor. I'm the one that brought you guys together, not no one else. It was me and you, and then I brought Taylor into the fold. So don't even start with that. It
Yeah,
was
and
me
then I
that started
strung you
everything.
along. And then you strung me along with your problems with SOS because you
When did
couldn't let
I
it
hold on?
go.
How did I string you along? I didn't do anything. You got yourself involved in it.
No, I did not.
You got yourself involved. All I said was I want you there for moral support, and you ended up spraying her in the face.
No, she picked me up by my hair and she sprayed herself in the face. And you know that. You've been
But
knowing
then
that.
even when I gave you that opportunity to defend yourself, did I get any thanks for letting you defend yourself? Absolutely not. What did
Oh,
I
oh,
get?
thank you. Thank you for putting me in a blindfold match against a big old monster. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Oh, now you want to thank me.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Now
Your
you
word
want to
is, oh,
thank
thank
me.
you. You're welcome.
Now
Because I deserve to be put into a match where you basically poked the bear, literally, and I had to go in
I
blindfold
did
against the
not
bear.
poke the bear. Excuse me. That was you. You're the one that took her. You're the one that sprayed the hairspray in her eye. You're the one that took her eye out. I had nothing to do with it.
Why did
You're
you
the
ask
one
for a
that cost
rematch?
me that match with her
You asked for the rematch. You didn't even get in the ring with her.
because I was trying to give you a chance to defend yourself.
Maybe you should have prepared me for that instead of. You know, you have to prepare for a blindfold match, Crissy.
You don't always have to prepare for things like that. You just go in with instincts. I
Okay.
thought you said you were the big greater talent. And as a big greater talent, you should have been prepared already
Yeah.
for
I'm
things
the
that I was
big
going to
great
throw
talent.
at you.
I'm not the blind great talent.
But the bigger greater talent is always prepared for anything that is thrown at them. And I
Yeah.
don't think you lived up to it. I'm sorry. I think
Oh,
you should change your name.
what do you live up to, Crissy?
Oh, I live up to everything that is thrown my way.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
anything that is thrown my way, I've always caught it. I've always proved everyone wrong. Even if I lost, I still proved something.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope a car goes your way, and I hope you get through it.
Oh,
So
really?
since you're so good at getting through things,
I hope, but when you go back to Mexico, that they keep you there.
Ooh,
they won't look at me. They're not gonna.
oof,
They're not gonna give me. And if I go to Mexico jail, I'd be very popular in Mexico jail. Let's just say that.
oof, oof. I feel like it's like you missed me. I was like this, right? Rivalries for dudes at Ringside fans, Ringside crew rivalries. There's rivalries here, and I love this. I hate this, but love this. But like, where do you guys see this rivalry going? Do you think you're gonna like? Did you guys ever like put your hands out and shake each other's hands and say, okay, maybe I messed up, maybe I messed up. Like,
I
Crissy,
know
did you ever
that's
admit
all
that
up
you
to
messed up,
BGT.
or do you think maybe like this friendship that you had is kind of kaput, like done?
I don't know, BGT. The ball is in your court. I did what I could to be a good best friend, and I got nothing from you in return. So now the ball is in your court.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good.
Now you have to decide whether you want to have this friendship continue or if you want it to be over. But all I
Well,
know is that I'm going to stick by Taylor's side even if you're there.
no, you're not. You're
Yeah,
not
I
gonna stick
am.
by. No,
I
you're
am going to stick by
absolutely not gonna
Taylor's
stick by
side.
Taylor's
Yeah, I
side.
am.
No, that's my tag partner. You go get your own. You get
Just
yourself a tag
okay,
partner.
but I'm the manager.
No,
Listen
you're
here, I'm
fired.
also your guys' manager.
No, you're
He's
fired.
not gonna fight. I'm sorry, but didn't you just say you guys are a tag team? It takes one. It takes more than one to fire a person, not
Okay.
just you.
His
Taylor also
whole
has to agree to this, and he
slogan
hasn't. And
is
he hasn't
picture
agreed to
perfect.
anything.
His whole slogan is picture perfect, and you don't fall under either picture or perfect.
Oh, I do follow under picture perfect, but you don't.
No,
I'm
you
sorry.
follow under
Like I said, I
delusion.
brought you two together.
Well,
I
thank you
brought
for
the
bringing
both
us.
of you
Thank
together.
you for doing your managerial jobs. Now you've been demoted to the unemployment line.
Ugh.
Mm.
Well, we'll
The
see what
reality is
happens.
the
Well,
ball's in my yes, the
the ball
ball
is in your court. We'll
yes,
see
the
what
ball is
happens.
in my court, so I get to choose if I want to play ball with Crissy Rivas, and I just don't like playing with Chrissy's balls, so I'm not going to tolerate it.
Okay.
And I do have to talk to Taylor because our friendship's on the line. We have a big event. We have our WrestleMania coming up in literally in about a week, and I have to deal with this. And she's just stressing me out. She's making me seem like I'm the crazy one.
Mm.
That's her whole point. Joe. She likes to go on people's problems and like to antagonize it. I'm pretty sure if SOS didn't have multiple personalities, well, she probably have 6 personalities by now. SOS is my. I just she's making me lose my mind. I don't even know what to do. Like I have to talk
Well,
to
wait,
Taylor.
SOS didn't get the link either. It's okay. Chrissy's the only one that found it.
Yeah,
that,
she's here. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Joe.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. Like I said, thank you so much for giving me that link.
I swear, I think she. I swear, this happens to me with girls all the time. I shake their hand and it's like, where'd my wallet go? Or I
Well,
get a hug and then there goes Joe's everything with Joe. Everything.
oh, okay.
Hug
Well,
turns
start
into
start shaking their feet because clearly shaking their hand is not doing you pretty justice because you just brought a lunatic on the show. Look at her. She's laughing. She's in her living room laughing.
staring into her phone. Imagine what the cats are saying.
Like what? You can't make this up. I don't know what to do. I just want to squash this. I want to move on with my career, and I'm pretty sure Crissy will do fine on her own. I think she needs to get out of the managerial position and maybe go wrestle some other women in other places and just get off of the BGT experience. That's what I think.
Nah, you need to get off the Crissy train, okay?
Girl, the gravy train, if anything. You ain't over here going no Crissy train.
What did I say about saying the word crazy?
Well, it's a good thing I said gravy.
No, you said crazy train.
I'm pretty sure I said gravy.
No, you did not.
I definitely did
I
not call
heard
you
you.
crazy.
You know what? Let's just concede for a minute and let Joe continue with his questions.
Yes. Yes. So
Continue,
I
Joe.
I saw your outfit, BGT. Where did who made it? Who did your gear? I love the whole colors. I love the whole outfit. Like who made it?
Well, I have a lot of gears, but my more traditional ones that I'm being more known for are my cheerleading gears because the whole purpose of BGT is he's someone that doesn't give he's a person that doesn't look like he should be in a wrestling ring. Just like when you see a cheerleader,
That's the truth.
you don't think you shut up. When you see a cheerleader, it's like you don't expect a cheerleader to be an athlete, but cheerleaders are athletes. So that therefore I decided to take this double meaning of an athlete who's underrated and then put it to someone who is a star and has become a wrestler, even though he was doubted his whole time. That's why I became friends with Crissy Rivas in the first place because she saw potential in me. She saw a star, and then next thing you know, I just surpassed her so quickly. And so now I'm the star, and I'm just trying to cut the dead weight, and a cheerleader can only lift,
Dead weight. Excuse
okay,
me.
a live weight because she's alive.
Oh,
And a cheerleader can only lift so far, and some cheerleaders just don't have it cut out.
Mm. Mm.
But as for besides the cheerleading gear, I have other gears that I've kind of constructed on my own. I've had other friends help me with. I try helping her with her gear, but she likes to just wear the same old thing.
oh,
Um,
don't
but
even start with
oh,
that again. We
mm.
talked about this.
How's that going, by the way?
Oh my, you know what? I have new gear in the works. Trust me. And you're going to be
Mm.
seeing a whole new side of Crissy.
I
One
don't.
that you haven't seen before.
I don't want to see any of your sides.
Oh, but I bet some of your fans do. So, ha.
Ugh. I know a couple wrestlers that want to see your sides.
Oh, don't even bring that
So
up.
that's
Ugh.
what she.
Hold on.
I couldn't. I was trying to figure out how she got my StreamYard, and then I kept saying aside. It's like, what's this? I kept trying to scroll up, and now that's how I got the link. I was sleeping. I was sleeping, and I kept seeing, Joe, if you send me the link, fine.
Mm-mm-mm.
My Panther ears went whoop.
Oh boy.
That's why my beard fell off. See, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, you saw what you added to this live, and then your beard fell.
I had to like go sweep it away.
Just flew away and
Hey, he
just
liked what he saw, and that's why he gave it to me. Can't say the same for you. You had a beg.
I didn't beg. I was invited. This is my episode, baby
Sorry,
girl.
but invited is begging. I'm sorry.
Wait, invited is begging. You need to take a
Being
couple of
invited is begging from you. I'm sorry.
Just BGT, you're on the headline. You're on the
yeah,
bar.
I'm on the headlight. You're on the side. You're on the side. That's why you were on the side in the first place.
Oh, I'm the
Side
side.
piece.
Okay.
You're a mashed potatoes, corn, macaroni and cheese side piece. I'm the main entree. You're
Okay,
an
but
appetizer.
the sides are always the best. I'm sorry. So
Oh, okay, so you're admitting that you're a side. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. You stay in the sidelines.
I'd
Oh,
say the sidelines, but trust me, we're always gonna be the best.
one day Chrissy will get her own episode, and we'll see how many views each other gets. Like who gets the most
Exactly.
views.
Oh, I'm gonna get more. Trust me. I'm getting more.
We were supposed to beat 18 people in the chat right now. Currently on YouTube, we have one, but we can get more. We can get more. We can get more. We need more people in the chat. We need everybody that's watching. Please tell your friends. We need more people in here. So BGT. We were talking about traveling around the country. Is there any particular spots that you have on your radar for 2025?
For 2025, no, I think for now I'm really happy with just getting into the Mexico scene. There's a lot of lucha places out there, and I know they saw what I put to the table yesterday. So I know Mexico is going to be like one of my main 2025 like places. But I think next year I would love to start with Canada. I think I want to get all of North America going. And I don't know, I look good in red, so I figured why not start with the Canadian, eh?
No, they won the hockey championship. Sorry, America. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
Yeah, you
fine.
know what? That was bogus. I'm sorry. As much as I loved the players on the Canadian team, I was like, the United States deserved to win that title.
I thought they won because I was like, oh yeah, we beat the Canadians, and then the next day I was going.
And they had to go into overtime. They went into overtime and they lost.
I'm a baseball fan, so I got tons to say. Got my team. My team got 27 rings.
Oh.
We're talking
We may
about
have lost the World Series, but we made it.
Can't say the same for my team. Get it together, San Francisco Giants.
Like the Dodgers, you may have beat us. Just remember, there's always this year. And Mets fans, how you doing there?
This is a baseball thing, right? You guys talking about baseball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
I was like, he can't see, he doesn't know about sports. All he knows is about pink and glitter and all the TV shows. I was like, get you a girl who knows sports.
Yep. Oh, that's what it is. That's what she saw my my Super Bowl prediction show. That's why she wanted to hang out with me. I hung out with this girly girl that knows more about football than most men like did before the Super Bowl this year. Blonde Blitz.
I was like, I grew up in a sports fanatic family, so I'm like, I know anything and everything about a lot of sports.
Yeah. Do you both like ever go back to like going on Peacock and watching like the old stuff, like the old WCW or the old WWF stuff? If you do, what have you been watching? Because me, I'll start it off. I've been watching a lot of Superstars, a lot. Like I'm up to 93 right now. Like I'm hooked.
I definitely don't start with WCW. It's no shade to anything. I know it's a great era. It's just I like what I was raised in. So if I do watch tape studies, I'm watching things from like 2004, 2003 on, because that was the era that I grew up in, and I think it's one of the best eras, arguably. But I didn't always have cable, so there was, I grew up kind of in a poor area, so it's nice to actually like watch things that made the storyline. Like when I first started watching it, when Mickey James and Trish Stratus had their very first feud. So I had to go back and watch like what led to this. How did Mickey debut? I always saw the whole Triple H, Edge, and John Cena era when they were just basically trading titles, and so I want to know what started up that. So I should do more tape study of things I haven't watched, but I'm just a sucker for things that I do like and what I've been watching.
Yeah, I was like, I will definitely say I do agree with you on this one thing, BGT, that yes, the 2000s was always the best era for WCW. I have just grown up just in love with like the Hardy Boys and Lita and like Edge and Christian and watching their rivalry back and forth. Like I feel like that was like my favorite like tag team rivalry ever. Like all of their matches, like they were like the first like to make that to the top. Like they made the tag team division more than what it was. So that's what I liked. I liked how they helped bring up the tag division.
Like it's so weird because Superstars for me, it's like every episode they're building up to the pay-per-view and they're like, this weekend SummerSlam, and I'm like, okay, gotta go playlist for SummerSlam. I'm currently watching SummerSlam from 1993, and it's so weird to see the Howard Finkel in the ring again and hear the man that everybody hates now with all the controversy with him. You hear one and only Vince McMahon as a commentator instead of seeing him like being a total douche backstage. He's the commentator of WWF, and Bobby the Brain Heenan is still there. And it's like my dad was watching Superstars with me today, and he's like, man, some of these superstars are still there, still hanging in there. Like DiBiase was still there about that point. The Steiner brothers were there. It was kind of like I'm a big Steiner brothers fan. It's weird to see them in WWF. Like they're like a WCW like mainstay, and also the oldies. If you know old school wrestling fans, you know the Steiner brothers are no joke. Like nobody can touch them. Those are like next to the Dudley boys. The Steiner brothers have like their like leeway.
They were up there with them, yeah.
So I another thing, going back to your gear, BGT. When I saw the cow print, all I could think is like 90s Shawn Michaels with like the cow print. That's all I could think. That's all I can think when I see your trunks.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because he's a cow.
Mm-mm.
Moo.
And you're a pig. Oink.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I always just try to keep things different. I don't like being complacent on when it comes to gear or just in anything in life. So I just my inspirations all come from different variations, different places, and but yeah, I mean, I don't like the same gear. I don't like wearing just a plain black old unitard with, oh, let me just add a
Oh.
shirt to it and let me just do a little
Don't even
twirl
start
around.
throwing your digs at me.
So
Don't even
um,
start throwing your digs at me.
the one thing you can't call BGT is basic, but some people have, other people can claim those words for sure.
I am not basic. Thank you very much.
I didn't say you're basic. I said some people.
But I know that you were hinting at me.
Well, you have to be a
Who else
person.
would you be talking to?
Anyone that's watching or will be watching this live when they realize how basic they may be with their wrestling gear, um, or I guess if the shoe fits for you, then I guess
Ugh.
definitely.
Shots fired. But it feels like it. Oh my gosh, you two. It just like I guess I can't do the can't do a Dr. Phil with everybody and Kate make everybody friends again. But like, would you think there'd be any way that you guys could just maybe try to be friends again? I know it's hard because lots of rough things have happened between the both of you. But like, do you think anything could make you guys friends again, or like, is it completely kaput?
Like I said, the ball is in BGT's court, and he gets to decide what he's going to do with that. I already did all I could to help him, and he basically gave me nothing. So
I gave her patience, is what I gave her. But yeah, like she said, the ball's in my court. I'm gonna have to talk to my partner because the reality is she is our manager. She helped BGT realize that he wasn't a good person and that he needed to be a better person because I was always not a very nice person. I was a very nasty, ruthless person. And so she's quite helped me become a better person and turning over a new leaf. Upon me turning my leaf, what it did is it caused her to turn her leaf. And she doesn't see that, nor does she care about this new era that she's getting into because she's conceited and she's obsessed with her vision of what she thinks is right. And I can turn over a new leaf and I can be convinced to be a better person. I can't convince her, and she's not. She's stuck in this way, and so I can't just. And she's stringing me along and having me go into
I'm
matches.
sorry, but you strung me along. That's why we're
No,
here. That's why we ended up here. Because you strung me along.
how?
Really, you used me to help you get a tag team partner to start winning matches. You used me to help you try and win those matches. No matter how many bumps I took for you, you still lost.
And when you had your very first win ever on Grudge Match, I was there to make sure you won, and you
You
actually
were
got it.
there distracting her.
And I
You
gave
were
you
being
your first win.
distracted, and I told you, do not talk. I said, I got this. And what did you do? You kept talking. You kept
You would
running
have
your mouth on
lost.
the outside of the ring. So that match for me, I don't consider that a win.
So you lost to Fallon Gray multiple times. You lost to SOS for one time. I gave you your first win. You were never happy with about that. I put you on the BGT show, which you overtook for a moment. And then I'm technically the one that got Taylor Kingsley because I plagiarized his contracts. The only thing I used you for was to return those contracts back.
No, listen,
And
I told you he can be a valuable asset to our little team. He could be a good asset. I told you this. And you know it's true. You cannot deny it.
you're
I'm the
just
one who told you,
not.
especially when you were trying to turn over a new leaf. I said,
I have turned over a new leaf. I am the best version of myself. You, on the other hand, are convinced and fixated on this person that you are. This is not who you are. So, to answer your question, Joe, the only way that I would ever forgive Crissy would be either one, she goes back to the version she was, the version that I got to know and love, or she just leaves or goes away. And if it's not even about gold or winning the gold. If I miraculously win something, or if I just do something to the point where I achieve, that's because of my own achievements, not because of her.
You said Fallon Gray. She's been on Dudes at Ringside.
She's been on here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ew.
great.
Angel's been here.
Ew.
She even sent me a t-shirt. She was like, she sent me goodies, sent me some angel wings.
She was just trying to keep you in her good graces.
She sent me love from Arizona. I was like, that's nice. I like it.
Well, she's from the only thing me and Crissy
You don't
do
want
like,
that love,
not
I'm
liking.
sorry.
Yeah, me and Crissy both can tell you that Fallon Gray is just not a good. It's
She's
not a
just
good.
not it. I'm sorry.
That's why I
Wait,
that's
what
why
kind
I
of pose?
woke up.
What pose did she do, BGT? What was that one pose that she always does?
What were you gonna say, Joe? I'm sorry. I'm just ignoring her at this point.
That's
Oh,
that's
wow.
why when I was opening the package, I heard a whoop sound and I woke up on the ground and I was pulling something out of my neck. It was like a dart, and it said he as like an angel flew away. I was like, shot me in the neck, knocked me out, and I was wearing the shirt. I was like, there we go. That's what happens.
Yeah,
Fallen angels. I don't know.
yeah, that's a
Another
fallen angel.
Yeah. I felt my parents got me off. I fell and really fell into the studio. Like I woke up and I was in the interview and I was like, oh, okay. I got trapped again.
Well, I gave her her first L, so I mean, I'm very proud of my moment I've had against her, and that was a very interesting match for sure because Crissy decided to referee that match, and it wasn't announced. So here's another situation, Joe, where she just interferes in my life for no reason because she's trying to be helpful. And yeah, she rang the bell after submission. I had the person in, but I don't know if her legs were on the ropes. I couldn't see that, or her arms, or I don't know what happened in the match. All I know is that I won. I gave her her first L. She was pissed. Crissy was skipping around like a lunatic, and I celebrated with the fans like I should have.
Mm, that's good to celebrate with fans. The fans are so. Crissy, he said you refereed, so
Yeah.
you're a referee on the side too. I guess there's a lot of things people do at indie shows besides sit there and wrestle and manage and help get the ring
Oh well,
together.
I just wanted to go out and play some games with the both of them. And you know what? They were both surprised. They were both shocked and confused and like, "Oh my gosh, what is Crissy doing here?" And I just did what management wanted me to do. And I just went out there, showed face, and did their match. And I did my job. BGT and Gray did not do theirs.
Mm. So, well, this is Women's Wrestling Month right now on Dudes at Ringside podcast, Crissy. But everybody gets this stage on Dudes at Ringside. I do say Women's Wrestling Month, but it's for everybody, But with it being Women's Wrestling Month, who would you be? If this goes for you, BGT also. Everybody loves women's wrestling. I have no problem with it. I love indie wrestlers. I love everybody from a Big Daddy Adriana to Fallon Gray to people, Danny Moe, everybody that I've loved to watch on the East Coast. But is there any like top 5 superstars from the indies or regular that you grew up with that would say that brought you too, BGT? Who'd be top 5 superstars that brought you to where you are today in the wrestling business that got you to love this business?
Oh.
I'll let Crissy go first because she's a woman.
I top 5. I will definitely say that a lot of my influence comes from like Mickey James, comes from Lita, China, and then if I had to name, I guess a couple of indie, like Brooke Havoc and Gypsy Mac, like they're two of the hottest wrestlers in my opinion right now. So them, so Lita, Mickey James, I would say all of them, honestly. I don't like picking and I don't like favoritism. So I will say I like a lot of the women's wrestlers. And if I had to choose who I'd want to get in the ring with today, I would say definitely Gypsy and Brooke. And obviously, it'd be like a learning curve. It'd be learning from them.
Okay. BGT?
I mean, I'm a cheerleader, so it's clearly Mickey James was my number one influence ever. I grew up off her. I became an instant Mickey James fan from day one. So of course, yeah. Um, Huge AJ Lee fan as well. I have to give her flowers. And to me, I was really a big Tennille Dashwood fan actually. I think she had something in her NXT days. So I would have loved just meeting those three women alone would be just a pleasure. Uh, Gypsy Mac is good. I've had some conversation with her. She's really, really engaging. And there is this wrestler. She's also on a podcast, and her name is Paloma Star.
Mm.
Uh, I think she's hilarious. She's the Sriracha Muchacha, and she just seems like a blast. So if she's still active, I would love to meet her in person, and maybe even have a collab with her. I think we both look good in red, and I think we'll have a good match as well if ever gets to that.
One more than others.
Yeah, well, you look good in one color because that's all you wear. Um,
Oh,
so yeah,
thank you. Black is actually my favorite color, so that's a compliment.
you're
That's
welcome.
that picture I got on the DM. Oh, that's what that was. Oh,
What did you send him?
nothing.
I guess you'll never know.
Ugh, I
Dang,
don't want
thanks, Crissy.
to know. Never mind.
She was just showing me her gear.
Oh well, here, do yourself a favor. Go to any store, look for a black unitard and some sort of rocker shirt, and then there you go. This is the elite Crissy Rivas exclusive gear.
Oh, wow. Like I said, I have some new gear in the works, and it's going to be a new Crissy, a new era of Crissy, and she's going to outshine BGT any day.
Okay.
So, before we go, do you guys have any shows coming up that you want to promote before we go? If anybody wants to get any tickets.
Oh, Crissy.
Of course, obviously, we have March 1st, coming up, and that is like BGT said, it's like our WrestleMania. So that's Arizona Wrestling Federation Triumph. So that's March 1st. And then we have March 22nd as well for AWF. And then me and BGT, unfortunately, are booked together the 28th and the 29th for Thunder Mountain.
Yes. So
So check
I
those
do
out.
have March 1st, which is Triumph. I'm going to be going for tag team gold with my partner, my actual partner, Kayla Kingsley. So we're going to get these titles because we are going up against a team that we beat already twice.
Wow.
After that,
With my help.
March 8th, I will be going to Lucha Vaz. So I'll be in the downtown Phoenix area wrestling out for Lucha Vaz for all the luchadors out there. And then I am booked with Thunder Mountain with Crissy. I don't know what they have in store for us. I'm going to be reaching out to them actually, letting them know, hey, we're not really on good terms right now. Can you have her do her own thing and I'll do my own thing? But we'll see. And then, I'm just booked almost every week. I'm been booked, blessed, and busy. And April's going to be the same, and May. And Crissy, and we'll see where she leads after. March is probably her busiest month she's ever had. So congratulations to that.
Oh, wow.
If anybody wants to follow or pick up any merch from either you, where can they find you and where can they buy some merch?
You guys can find me on Instagram. I'm under the _BGT_PW. And you guys can just give me a quick follow. As of right now, my merch is only exclusive to Arizona. I'm working on getting some merches on websites so I can actually start shipping them out once we get to that realm. But right now, I'm really much enjoying just going to the states that want me and just kind of taking my merch with me. And but near in the future, people will be able to buy my merch anytime they want.
Crissy?
And for me, it's going to be Instagram at Crissy.Rivas. And same thing like BGT. My stuff is only here for Arizona. I am working on getting some new t-shirts and stickers, and also trying to get my merch on websites as well. And obviously, like any wrestler, just trying to get booked as much as I possibly can. So hopefully I will be in a city or state coming near you in 2025.
Awesome, Crissy. Awesome, BGT. I want to thank you both for coming on the podcast. Such an honor to have you both on. I just want to wish you nothing but the best on both your careers. Maybe one day your rivalry, one day you guys can shake hands and break this up, because I rivalry is always good, but friendships last forever. I'm Joe Panther the Third,
I'm BGT.
I'm Crissy Rivas.
and we will catch you in the next one.
Bye, crazy.